Welcome into Bobcat Tracks. I'm Gabe Genovese, Director of Broadcasting here at Ohio, and we're gonna ramp up the podcast here starting right now. Here in October, we're gonna try to do one podcast a month for now, and basically the goal is gonna be to bring you guys the stories of the Ohio athletes that you want to hear from. Kind of a full circle moment for me. I was a student here back in 2016 to 2019. So if you somewhat recognize my voice or face, myself and my good buddy Jay Kermata started this podcast back when we were students, and it's a really cool moment for me getting hired on here full time as the director of broadcasting to come back and get going on the content side. Obviously, you can always tune into our broadcast on ESPN Plus as well, and now here with Bobcat Tracks. So enough about that, enough about me. Again, the goal of this is going to be to bring you the stories you want to hear. And we'll start today with Ohio offensive lineman Davion Weatherspoon, who's a captain for the football team, and with Maddie Long, a freshman for the Ohio volleyball team. So let's get into it right away. We'll start with Davion. Again, here's Davion Weatherspoon, captain for the Bobcats football team. All right, Davion Weatherspoon, welcome into Bobcat Tracks. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I kind of want to go back to the beginning, to the start of your journey here at Ohio. You're a kid from Detroit.
Yeah.
How does an offensive lineman from Detroit end up in Athens, Ohio?
So funny story. I was found at a camp at Ohio State.
Okay.
With Coach Rudolph and Coach Tim Albin. He was a running back coach at the time, and I was dominating those guys up there, whooping all the 5 stars, and trying to get my name out there. But this was my sophomore year in high school, and after camp, Coach Rudy and Coach Albin pulled me off to the side and was like, "Man, you're a hell of a ball player. I'm gonna come back and find you. We're gonna come get you." Because I guess they didn't offer lower classmen at the time. And soon enough junior year came. I think it was August 1st. He was one of the first coaches that called me, and he says, "Told you we was gonna come back for you." And in high school, getting ready to come to college, most colleges, you hear that from coaches all the time. We get back to you. We get back to you. But for them actually to remember me from a year later and hit me back, that had me excited. And that's what made the bond grow and continue to kill.
I was gonna ask you if you had a moment where you were like, okay, like, I can play at the next level. Like you mentioned that Columbus weekend. Did you have several moments like that throughout high school?
Yes, I had many moments like that throughout the high school. I'm very fortunate. I was kind of highly recruited in high school, but my height, as I got older in my career, the height kind of scared some of the older schools, bigger schools away. And that didn't stop my mentality because I knew the things I was putting on film, and that was still allowing coaches to come get me. So
you mentioned the height because, I mean, sitting next to me, you're a very large human. I'm glad we have some good camera shots here for anyone watching, because this could not be more opposite for anyone listening on the audio podcast. Davion is what, like a little under 6 foot, like 300, and I'm maybe $170 soaking wet. But you mentioned that you actually are a little undersized for the guard position slash tackle position. How do you use that to your advantage?
In the trenches, period, pad level is probably the number one thing any coach will tell you for you to be successful, whether you playing D-line or O-line. And with me having that natural ability, it's easy for me to keep my leverage because most guys, when they're tired, they lose technique, and that's something I can't lose because I have it naturally. So I like to take advantage of that by just knowing when to just come off and strike people. That's basically it. But yeah, I like to see when guys get tired. That's when my advantage really kicks in. Because they play high and leave the chest open. It's easy for me to get up in there. So
yeah. You mentioned that camp in Columbus was your sophomore year, but as you continued throughout the recruiting process, that would have been COVID, right?
Yep,
By the
it was
time you,
COVID.
so how did that affect anything? And did you commit to Ohio without even coming to Athens?
I did. I committed to Ohio without coming to Athens. Coaches would send me videos of
Yeah.
Stapedian Stadium all the time and videos around campus. And I would never forget. It was, I think it was during the spring practice. The pink blossom trees right there by the stream. I'm like, man, this is cool. I can practice right there and look at this all day. It'd be great. So yeah, the pictures is what got me, pictures and videos. And like I said, the relationship and coaches building that relationship beyond just football. They were always just asking me about my family, how my family's doing, how my brother's doing, how my dad's doing. And that meant something more to me than football, to see like these guys actually will care about me beyond sports. And so, yeah, I did come here without visiting campus.
What'd you think of campus when you finally got here?
When I finally got here, it was a lot bigger than what I thought it was. And yeah, I liked the campus a lot. We did tours around campus and for maybe about 2 hours just checking out everything. And when I finally got in the stadium, I felt like, okay, yeah, this is it. This is home. So it felt good.
You had mentioned that they continued to ask about your family and about more than just football. How important was your family throughout, I mean, not just the recruiting process, like your football journey?
My family played a big part in it, especially I'll say my auntie. My auntie took me, my younger brother in when we were older, and she was with me throughout the whole recruiting process and helping me get to camps, helping me get here to driving to different schools on visits. My father played a big part in just making sure my head was on straight throughout my career, kept on me about my grades, and yeah, that's what kept motivating me. And like I said, my younger brother motivated me as well because he saw what I wanted to do, and I knew if I can be successful in what I wanted to do, it allows him to do what he's doing now. So
yeah, and he's at Toledo now, right?
Unfortunately.
So how, despite the school he might play for, how proud does that make you feel that you were able to set that example for him?
That makes me feel extremely proud as an older brother, despite of growing in Detroit and going through all the things that we've been through. I just knew that, like I said, I figured out at a young age that he was following behind what I was doing. And I knew if I can go far with this, I'll be able to open doors for him to be able to do the same thing and to make our Witherspoon name out there. So when they see that name, they know what's up.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. You get here to Athens, and you had some guys in front of you.
A lot of good guys in front of me.
You come in after COVID and 2021 season, 2022 season. You're at least from the outside, I assume you're watching those guys, and you're kind of learning how to play at the collegiate level. What was it like watching those guys ahead of you?
Watching them guys, it felt like everything I did in high school was cake. Just watching the way how they really took film serious. This was my first time actually learning how to watch film, and with those guys, it taught me the different things, what to look for when they're watching, how they practice, the intensity that they bring, the leadership. I had a lot of great people in front of me to learn some leadership skills from Nick Sink, Parker Tisworth, Hagan, those guys. The way that they lead and the way that they carried themselves allowed me to watch them. So when it was my turn, I kind of knew how to do it. So
yeah, and you. I mean, it's a big change. You go from high school, and like you said, where you're dominating, you're feeling good about your play for years and years. Then you have to come and kind of take a step back, kind of watch for a couple years. What did you learn about yourself during that time?
What I learned about myself was how much patience that I needed, especially with not playing right away. It's a lot of things that goes into that. My biggest thing was getting the playbook and learning the playbook. And a lot of that stuff is different. Your footwork you take in as an offensive lineman. In high school, almost everything is the same thing. But when you finally learn at the collegiate level, you can't do those things. Those things don't work. So my biggest thing was learning how to be a college offensive lineman.
Sure. And what about off the field? So you're away from home for the first time. You got a couple years. You're not stepping on the field yet. But was there anything throughout those first couple years off the field you take from?
Yes, most definitely. My first few years, my first couple of weeks here, I kind of called home. I was homesick for surely, and I just taught myself perseverance.
Sure.
Fight through anything and reach my goals. And yeah, that's the one thing I say. Just taught me perseverance.
Yeah. You step on the field in 2023. And so it had been 3-ish years since you played a down in an actual game. Do you remember what that feeling was like?
Yes, that feeling was amazing. First college game was against Syracuse, ACC, in a big dome. It was very loud.
Yeah.
And it was just an amazing feeling to get back out there. But I was so hungry, and I just so hungry to get back out there to get back to what I was used to doing. It just felt good. Once I finally picked up the helmet and we walked on that stadium, I'm like, oh yeah, this is it's on.
Yeah, like this feels right. Yeah. This feels good. So 2023, 2024, you obviously a massive part of that 2024 MAC championship team. And you went, I want to say, if I remember correctly, it was 5 games at guard, rest of the season at tackle. What's the difference for you mentally being inside or being outside at tackle? And was it just kind of like, hey, I need to help the team wherever I can?
So that situation came about where obviously Carson went down.
Yep.
And Coach Rudolph did a great job on pitting the best 5 out there, whether we was out of position or not. So
sure.
That's a good job by him to doing that. And I say probably the biggest difference about being out there, you obviously got these DNs nowadays are almost unblockable. You got these skilled, fast guys, these safeties, body type running 4.4s coming off the edge. And I say that's probably one of the biggest things about being that tackle. I think it made me more sharper.
Sure.
Than being inside. You know, I'm inside. I got my center next to me. He's calling where we going. So tackle probably made me think a little bit more mentally. And yeah.
Where are you most comfortable at?
I'm most comfortable playing at anywhere you need me to. But guard has been doing me justice. So.
Did you ever play center in high school?
Yeah, I came here as a center.
Okay.
Originally came here as a center, and I started moving into guard because I saw that obviously Parker had the center spot locked down. So I tried to, that was another way for me to get on the field by being able to play different positions. So I tried guard, and guard was it. And tackle was actually on accident. I think I did a rep in 101s during practice, and I killed it, and ever since then, Coach Rudolph was like, okay, keep that in mind.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'll keep that locked away. And it came in handy. It came in handy last year. You head into well, this would be your 5th year at Ohio. You're named a captain, so congrats.
Thank you.
What's it been like to go from, I mean, we just talked about it, to go from the guy that, okay, you're looking up to these leaders to being the leader that these guys are now looking up to?
So yeah, the biggest thing was that is probably with me having to be more vocally.
Yeah.
And that's something that I'm still probably struggling with a little bit as a leader. I like leading by examples because, like I said, I watched the older guys do the right thing. So that made me want to do the right thing. And that's my mindset. If a freshman can see me doing the right thing, that's going to make him want to do his right thing. If we just walking down the hallway and I pick up something without nobody looking, it's going to make a freshman want to do the same thing. So just leading by examples, just doing all the right things right, and showing steady progress on overtime. If you do the right things right, these are the outcomes that probably can happen to you.
And for those that don't know, the captains are voted on by your peers, but by the players. So what is that? What did that mean to get that? And there's only, I believe, 4 of them this year. You guys have 4 captains. So what did that mean to get that vote of confidence from your teammates?
That meant a lot to me to see how the other guys view me as a person, and just know that I'm someone that they can look up to call on if they're in this situation. That I'm the guy that they know they can call on. It made me feel great.
Yeah. What do you think the key to gelling as an offensive line unit is? Obviously, every position group in football has to gel, but that offensive line unit has to work together every single play, be in sync. What do you think the key for you guys is to be in sync this year?
Simply just communication, and just being with the guys more outside of football, especially with all of us being new and we coming from different backgrounds. So the main thing with us, we just try to bond as much as we can when we outside of practice. So of course, dead weeks or spring break, we want to try to hang out with each other, want to try to eat dinner at a different spot, just being with each other outside the facility so we can get the feel for different personalities outside of football to see what they were like.
Yeah, what do you guys do? We got some friendly competitions going on here. Like, what's going on?
So Trent's a big fisher.
Okay.
We haven't been fishing with him yet, but
Okay.
that's been something on our mind. But of course, we like to eat all the time. Coach bring us wings over. We sit there after watch film, just eat. So I say just eat.
It's like, oh, what do you guys do? You guys go, you're like, we just eat. That's
eat
just
and talk around.
Eat and talk. Shedrick Rhodes, before the season started, he mentioned you as one of the guys that gave him a call, reached out to him, let him know that you guys wanted him back. And what is it about this place, Athens, this program, that makes it so easy to pitch to other guys that want to come back?
It's simple. It's family. It's love. It's more than about football. Like I said earlier before, I came here because Coach Rudolph didn't talk to me about football. He asked about family stuff. And when we come here, we all got that brotherhood that you can tell the coaches truly care for the players in just different type of ways. They show it in so many different ways. And I've never been in another program before, but when guys come here to this program, they say like, yeah, we never had this love at my old school. And you can just tell from different individuals that they're loved and you care whether you're a starter or not. Everybody get treated the same way. It's just that family brotherly love culture here.
And that's what can help off the field too, right?
Exactly.
In life as well.
Exactly. Like I said, bonding, creating them bonds outside of football is what helps the team become successful and help being a player-led team. Just knowing your brother's background and knowing their why and them knowing your why is what makes the team strong and what helps us go out there and fight battles together.
Yeah, I think I saw your major is coaching education. Is that the plan? Is that what you want to step into?
That is what I want to step into. Over the years, I've had a lot of great coaches in Little League. I played in PAL, Detroit Titans, and I had some amazing coaches, and that just made me want to help other kids that was like me, and I feel like I can do good in that.
You mentioned, helping out kids that are like you. What would that mean to you to finish this year strong with Ohio, hopefully with a MAC championship?
Most
obviously
definitely.
And then you're like, yes, Gabe, that's what we're gonna do. And then to be able to, because of your experience here and really I'll say the range of experience you have here of going through those couple years and not playing and then stepping up into a starter role and then being a captain. What would it mean to kind of translate that experience and transition into the coaching world and be able to help?
That would mean a lot. And I feel like that's all what it's about after the game. Not able to play no more is taking the knowledge that you've learned over the years in the sport and giving it to another younger athlete. And just to help keep that cycle going and going, and just hoping that I can be that next coach from another player that be like, I had such a good coach, he made me want to become a coach, and it's just keep the cycle going over and over again.
Well, we mentioned your brother a little bit earlier. He's a D tackle, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Who wins that battle, you or him?
Me, of course. I'm still big bro. Still big bro. Even though the height skipped over me, went to him, I'm still big bro.
There we go. There we go. That's how we'll end it. Appreciate it, Davion.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That was Davion Weatherspoon here on Bobcat Tracks. Just such a good dude. Such an integral part to that Ohio offensive line. Obviously, you heard him. It meant a lot to be named a captain for this Ohio team and to continue to make an impact on campus with his teammates and lead this Ohio team to another MAC championship this season. So we'll go from football to volleyball. Maddie Long joins us now, a freshman on the Ohio volleyball team, and here's Maddie. Maddie Long, freshman on the volleyball team. Welcome to Bobcat Tracks. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Just what have these first few months been like for you here on campus as a freshman?
I mean, it has been extraordinary. I think that the campus life, the people, everybody that I've met, unlike any place I've ever been, and it just really feels like home.
Is that what drew you to Ohio in the first place?
Coming to Ohio, it's always been a dream of mine because I'm from around here. So Ohio has always been the big school to go to. So that kind of drove me here, but just kind of learning the culture and the happenings around here just really drove me here.
Yeah. When did your love for volleyball begin? Like, not just like, throughout high school, like in your life, did you have family members play? Like, when did you first start playing?
I started playing volleyball around 14 years ago. My grandparents really started getting me into it. My mom started too. I pretty much only played volleyball, so it's just kind of the love started there. Kept going around 3rd, 4th grade. I decided, hey man, I'm really good at this. I should keep going with it. And so I just kept going with it, and thank goodness I did.
You mentioned your grandparents, you mentioned your mom. Like, how important has your family been in continuing to grow that love for the game?
Super important. I mean, they're my support system. My mom, my dad, my grandparents, they just support me through all of this. And we're going to have to restart that. I forgot the question.
You mentioned your grandma, you mentioned your mom. Like, how important has your family been throughout your whole life of really growing your love for volleyball?
Yeah, my parents have always supported me throughout any decision I ever made. I mean, I almost joined the track team in high school, if that tells you anything. And they were like, yeah, go for it. I mean, do what you want to do. But as volleyball-wise, every step I needed to take, they were with me. Every downside to it, every good thing about it, they were always there by my side.
At what point, I don't know if you had a moment or, just a season, at what point did you realize hey, I can do this at the collegiate level and I really want to pursue playing at the collegiate level?
Yeah, I mean, I really started kind of going at it 8th grade, my 8th grade to freshman year, that club season. I decided that I was going to go just do my best, and if something didn't work out, then it was okay. I ended up making a national team for a club team. I went to nationals that year where I got some college coach recognition, and I was like, hey, if people are seeing me now, if I just keep grinding and going at it, how much further can I be in the future? And so that kind of really opened my eyes to what could possibly become.
Where do you think you get that work ethic from?
Definitely my dad and my mom. I mean, they both work so hard, and I just admire them so much. They just always reminded me that hard work will always beat talent. But I mean, talent goes a long way too. I mean,
you're I'm pretty talented too.
Yeah. I mean, as far as athleticism goes, that helps me a ton, but also having that dedication and working your tail off to get to where you are, there's just no better feeling.
You went to Warren High School. You mentioned you're from the area and you wanted to come here, but along with all the accomplishments on the floor in high school, you were also named a team captain your senior year. What did that vote from your players or your teammates and your peers mean to you entering your final year of high school?
Yeah, that meant a lot to me, knowing that they looked at me as a leader, as someone they can always go to if they had any troubles with anything, knowing that I could solve their problems, help them out. So it just meant a lot coming from them, from other people, seeing how much influence I could have on people and putting them in the right direction.
And then on the floor, You were district player of the year your senior year. You guys, I believe, made a Final Four run, right? I mean, you even slightly mentioned, making a national team and really in 8th grade, you kind of started to like ramp everything up. I know in high school you kind of form that bond with your teammates and your friends. How do you think you were able to continue? I mean, like you said, it can be very easy to get complacent or stagnant, and that you mentioned your work ethic. How do you think you were able to continue to grow through your senior year coming into college?
I think honestly, it's really just the drive of my mindset coming into it. It was just like, I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I mean, I could not try my hardest and then something could happen, or I could just go full on at it and just dominate. And that's the road. That's the road I chose to go on. I'm just gonna do my best, and whatever I do, I didn't really know what to expect coming to this level, so it was I'm just gonna go ham on it.
See what happens.
Yeah.
What you come here and you come into Ohio, and I read somewhere that because you verbally committed to Ohio before you actually signed, and someone asked you if you ever wavered or if you ever thought about anything else, and you were like, no, like not once. What was it about? I know you're from here, but what was it about this current, coaching staff and Kenzie and just the current state of the program that made you want to come here and not waver, not go anywhere else?
Yeah, whenever I went into the locker room and I saw all the girls, I mean, I was a bit shy, but at the same time, I saw how joyful they were all around each other before practice, before games, after games. That just really made it like, even if it goes bad, it'll still be good somehow. And Coach Kinsey and Coach Steve and all of them, I love them coming in. I mean, Kenzie was the best assistant coach, and she's an even better head coach than I could have ever asked for. She just really made the experience of going on visits, meeting teams, getting in games. She just really made that a no-brainer.
What's it like playing for her?
Oh my gosh. I love her. She is such a calm, cool, collected coach. She knows what she's doing. She knows if something's going wrong. She knows how to fix your mind. Like, if something's going wrong in your mind, she's like knows how to like verbally, like,
yeah,
just really good at calming you down in situations where you just need to, let it go.
I was chatting with her last week, and she mentioned to me that she loves this team because of the energy and the effort you guys put forth in practice. And it doesn't matter like what the record is or whether you lost the previous match or won the previous match. Like, you can't tell whether you guys just won or just lost. Like, it's the same day in and day out, and you guys continue to practice with really high energy. What does that say about your teammates and the way you guys are able to go about your business? And does it just make it more fun and easier to come into practice every day?
I mean, yeah, it definitely makes it easier to come into practice, but it also just gives you that reminder of how disciplined and how put together our team is and how much we care for each other, because every day we come in, it's like, I'm doing this for the girl next to me. And that's the mindset that you have to have going in, because if you're having a rough day, you just have to look over your teammate and be like, dang, she's doing good today. I'm going to do good for her, just so she's not giving her 100% and the rest of us aren't, because at the end of the day, that's not fair. That'll never work. And it's just being on the other side of that too. It's hard when you're giving your all and nobody else is giving your all. So we just really make that a point for everybody to give all that you have that day.
What's the transition been like for you from the high school level to the collegiate level?
There has definitely been some learning curves there, just because Southeast Ohio is getting bigger in volleyball, but it's not as big as maybe like where other people have come from. So it's just that learning curve and learning new things that I never thought I would learn. Like blocking, for example, I was never really taught how to block. I just taught you throw your arms up there and hope you get a touch on it.
Yeah.
But there's Steve and Kenzie and Sam and Kevin do so good at teaching the little techniques and the little things that you need to do to make your block perfect. And I admire that.
What's it been like off the floor? I mean, you're a freshman in college, like just You knew it's not just volleyball that's new. It's school and the campus. How's it been like off the court for you?
It's definitely a transition. I mean, a lot more free time, a lot more freedom to do whatever you'd like. I mean, outside of volleyball, there's not a lot of time for little things, but when you do get to do the little things, it means a lot more to you.
Yeah. What do you like to do in your free time?
I like to go to coffee shops with my roommate, Lacey. That's probably our favorite thing to do. We like walking around campus, going through the parks and all that good stuff.
You've made an impact already in your freshman season on the floor. Did you expect to make an impact right away?
On the court, like in front of people, not really. I kind of just expected to put in that practice player role, just help my team as much as they can. But I think stepping into that role, I've kind of embraced it and being like, hey, I'm doing good at this. I'm going to keep doing good at it so I don't get replaced because, I mean, that's the name of the game. If you're not doing good, you're not helping the team. So I think just knowing that you're replaceable and knowing that if you give your all, that it's always going to work out where it needs to work out.
Nice. And I've got, before we wrap up here, in your bio on OhioBobcats.com, it says Bengals fan, Red Sox fan, Lakers fan. Is that false? Is that false information? As you shake your head, I need to know where these fandoms come from. The Bengals make sense, but I need to know where the Red Sox and the Lakers come from.
So honestly, the Bengals come from my friends because they like Joe Burrow, and so it's just like I don't really have a football team. I mean, my dad likes the Steelers, but they hadn't been good, so I was just like, I don't really want to be a part of that. And so I was like, Bengals as it is. And Red Sox, my parents and everybody I know have always been a Red Sox fan, my brother especially. And then, what was it? Lakers. That's another one influenced by my brother.
Okay.
Because we never watched basketball growing up. Okay. And so it was just like, wow, LeBron James.
There you go. You'll take it. And then I'll wrap with this. If you had to pitch Athens to someone that has never seen campus, has never been a part of what you guys are a part of at Ohio Volleyball, like what would your pitch be to them?
I mean, it's a place like no other. You can find anything you could ever want here. It might not be the most original way to go, but you'll always find something here for you. And I think that's really important to people nowadays, is finding something for you. And so maybe learning new things, maybe coming in already knowing something, knowing people maybe. I just think that this is a great place to get out and enjoy adventure.
Thanks, Maddie. Appreciate you.
Of course. Thank you.
That was Maddie Long. Appreciate Maddie for hopping on. A little behind the scenes. We had a room change. If you're watching, if you're listening on the audio podcast, obviously you don't care what room we're in. But if you're watching, we're in a different room than we were with Davion because an alarm started going off in the room we were in, and we had to switch rooms. And Maddie was very patient with us, getting everything set up. So I appreciate her for hopping on. As always, come out and support these athletes and these teams, obviously Ohio football and volleyball and the rest of our fall sports as well. Obviously, basketball starts up here soon, men's and women's basketball, and the rest of our winter sports as well. We'll be back here on Bobcat Tracks in November. Appreciate you guys tuning in, and so long from Athens.